We got two-party system. They're both corrupt, and enough is enough, and it is time to actually get this country back. Get people who want to work for the American people, not what's good for what's best for the American people, but represent the American people. Are you willing to do that? That's a great question.
Am I willing to work for the people? Absolutely. Listen, what you have here in your hand is an American patriot. I'm a second-generation American natural-born citizen to a United States Navy veteran American natural-born citizen. Mm-hmm. And he raised his children to have the love of God, the love of country, and the love of family. And I always wondered if it just meant our family. Where too, I found out it was for the love of the American patriots, we the people. With that said, I believe in my own philosophy that the wealth and the health of the United States of America depends on every patriot, everyone who has the same love of God, country, and their fellow patriots. And we can get this done with a leader who believes that. It's a totally different philosophy. This last philosophy, in these last coming up on 7 years, is to divide, destruct, and devour this nation. I don't believe for 1 second that he has any love or affection for America or Americans. Right. Otherwise, he would not have said things like this is a Muslim nation. Right. He would never have tried to divide black versus white. Let me tell you the good news, Mark. Here's the good news. Have you realized, and you can see this now clearly in South Carolina, do you realize that the black population, and I'm going to go back in just a moment, I'll digress on that black population because I don't believe in black or white. One citizen has a little bit more of a tan than the other because I believe that we all came from dirt and the rest of us followed. And if you want to call it clay, God created Adam first and the rest of us followed. To me, in my book, there is no black and white. We are just him and hers, okay? Right. He and him, and we and us. That's what I believe. So with that said, South Carolina, I am so proud of you, South Carolina, for showing the entire world that you were forgiving of a lost soul. He was a lost soul. When you look at his little boy look, you have to see that someplace along the line between the ages of his manhood, 12 and 13, to 21, someone should have looked at him and said, you know what, you're valuable. You're important to this nation. You're somebody that knows that life is precious and you value other lives. I don't believe, Mark, that he would have ever done what he did. Because that was pure evil. But we have to remember that he was on medication. He was on psychotic drugs. I gotta
tell you something too. Also, don't forget these teachers who are indoctrinating these kids too as well. They're promoting socialism and they're this evil active behavior. They're promoting that in the schools. You see, and this is what needs to be changed. You know who does that? You can think Eric Holder. You can think Loris Lerner. You can think all these wonderful these weasels who are in the White House. They're the ones are doctoring all this crap, and you wonder why what's going on over here. You wonder why with energy, food prices going up, and society's going down. This is why. This is all due to the lack of responsibility from a community organizer. You see where I'm going? It goes all the way up to the Oval Office, and we gotta get these people out of here before it gets too late. Can we go for a full impeachment? I'm asking for it. I'm asking for a full impeachment for Congress. I'm urging them to get this weasel out of the White House. Get rid of him. This throw him out legally. I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying with an evil act. No, do it legally. Do it with a vote. Do it with a bill. Pass the bill in the Senate. Get the Congress and get this guy out of here and do it the proper procedures of going to the Supreme Court justice and going through the proper steps within the Constitution. If you're not going to follow the Constitution, then why are you in office for? That's a great question.
That's a very good question. It's an excellent question. We, as American patriots now, after this 40 years that we've gone through, there's a lot of kids that are not even 40 years old, and they'll be voting for the first time. The 17 and 18-year-olds that are coming through high school.
It's scary.
They have been indoctrinated to believe some of the propaganda that's going on. But you ask a very important question. What can we do about this temporary resident in our White House? We all know now that it's a disgrace in the highest office of the United States of America.
Yeah.
This man is illegal and he's ineligible. So two things happen under the law. You're not easily able to go in and impeach someone who's not really the president of the United States of America. There's a technicality there that I want you to understand. And that is that on December 20th of 2009, in the well of Congress, when Barack Obama was elected, they went in there and maybe Congress didn't know that he was illegal and ineligible to its fullest. There's a chance that some of them weren't really sure. But when 2012 came around and Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid and the rest of those congressmen went and handled the Electoral College as it should have been done, that man should not be in that office of the United States of America's presidency because he was ineligible, he's illegal, and he's got over 66 felonies right now that they can go and take him in under arrest as opposed to impeachment. Because I tell you the truth, Mark, that's a little bit of a technicality. But let me just remind the folks that are listening to this, Samm2016.com, because in these radio political shows or these radio shows, so there are Christian shows that I attend to, you can't always get the full message out, and there are so many issues of all the people. It's important that you reassure yourself that the voice that you're listening to is a voice for the people this time. This isn't about government, because what government can give you, government can take. People at 40% of the entire United States are concerned that the size and power of the federal government is too big. They are so right. When you have all of these government employees working in all of these different departments, and they're getting a salary, vacation, pensions, retirement, travel, parking, get all of these perks to be an employee of the United States government. They have to be paid by our taxes. And when you have another portion of the country, approximately 47% on entitlement programs,
that's right,
welfare programs, we don't have enough of a base revenue to pay for the size of the government. So with that said, we've got to take a look at the entire package, the entire government, go back to what the founding fathers believed in, and that was limited government, and we start all over with a fellow citizen.
right.
Go ahead, Mark.